So I think we're past the experimentation phase, the initial phase of eSIM deployment. We see most flagships today have incorporated eSIM, and where we're now standing is kind of in the preparatory or the beginning of mass deployment. We see like China implementing eSIM enablement and allowing for that, and that's going to see like a shift of enablement into the mid to low tier Android phones, and that's going to kind of trigger the next growth cycle and mass enablement. When we started out on the travel eSIM, it was all about just being able to deliver an eSIM to the customer that's working. I think we've gone way beyond that. Today, I think the competitive advantage is in being able to manage all the different layers, all down to the mobile core, all the way down to the front end of the app and the web and so forth, and being able to reiterate quickly between those different layers, to be able to reiterate pricing, reiterate breakout points for lower latencies as the customers now require more of a domestic usage, a kind of domestic utilization pattern than they did before. And I think that's kind of what we're doing at Telna, where we have that full stack and we are quickly reiterating on all those different levels with our customers directly. But we see a lot of growth coming potentially out of China, Asia with the eSIM enablement, and also in general with areas of mid to lower tier Android phones on, let's say, on a generic basis scaling up. But we see specifically growth in the enterprise segment, which then requires more complex policy management. For example, at Telna, where we deployed a DPI that allows that kind of control and limitation on sites potentially, and regions and zone management, and let's say billing group management that might be required of the enterprise in turn. I think brand loyalty matters. It's a clear differentiator that the MNOs have in their favor. But I think what matters even more is friction, or rather the lack of friction. So that when the customer goes through this journey, the conversion, if you want a high conversion rate, you need to limit the friction. And what does that mean? Well, it's just a successful top-up, as an example, payment elements, and so forth. And I think that's where you need a reliable partner like Telna.